Hello, Kat.
Hello, John.
How are you?
I'm well. And yourself?
I'm also well.
That's great. How's your
Yeah,
mustache?
my mustache, Kat, is in rare form,
Oh,
I have to say.
okay.
It's only in times like this where I'm very sad that we're an audio only medium. hmm
I mean, we could release a photo of just your mustache. Like we'll just crop you out
I
and
think that would be
just
best.
the
I think
stash.
I think I have a much better. You know how people's dogs on Instagram have more followers than their own accounts? We
Yes,
need to just start an Instagram account from my mustache.
I love this idea.
All right, it's happening. Probably not,
Perfect.
but
No, I
who
mean,
knows?
listen.
If we get feedback, I mean, like everything is like
Oh,
seriously,
John.
I'm a
Oh my
whore for
God.
feedback.
You are. The noises keep coming.
They do.
But if we wait until we get feedback, John, for anything, I feel like
Then we don't have to do anything.
we're waiting a long time. That's a good point.
So what is it that we're doing, Kat?
John, we're recording a podcast.
Yeah, and what is that podcast about?
Oh, you got, I was
Ah,
expecting.
we've pivoted, Kat.
It's about
We've
mistakes. Pivot with us.
pivot with us.
It's about mistakes. Yours,
Mhm.
mine, other people's, historical figures. We call those hysterical mistorks.
We do.
And sometimes oh boy, what don't we talk about?
Shoot, not much.
hmm
Everything's fair game on this podcast.
Yeah. And if you're new to the show and you've never listened and you want to hear about the time John and I got into some horse hijinks, you could go back and listen to an old episode. If you want to hear about a time where John and I separately didn't have sex, not with each other, but with people we thought we were going to have sex with, go check
Right.
out an old episode.
The time Kat and I both didn't have sex.
Yeah. The no sex episode.
That's right.
Classic.
And then, if you remember, there was an episode that was Patty Lynn's response to the no sex episode.
That's
Where
right.
Patty Lynn talked about times she didn't have sex also.
Right. And if you listen to another episode with Patty Lynn, she talks about a time that she did have sex.
That's the one people are looking for. We really are going to need a title on that one, Kat.
There's a couple of those, I think, right?
Sure. Yeah.
Anyway,
Yeah.
just there's a lot in our back catalog that you might enjoy if you're new to this podcast.
Yeah. We're not resting on our laurels, though.
No.
Laurel got mad and left. We can't do that anymore.
Yeah, she's gone.
She's gone. She's tired of us
okay.
resting.
You know what? Laurel can go fuck herself because we
Boom.
have plenty of things to talk about.
That's
and people
right.
to talk to.
We've got content.
That's right. And by the way, we're the My Mistake podcast.
We are the My Mistake podcast.
How you doing, John? What are we doing tonight? What's going on? How you feeling? How's your mustache? I already asked you that.
My mustache is fantastic. The rest of me is, a little behind that, but yeah. No, we good. We good. I am taking a mental health day from work tomorrow.
Good for you.
So this is my Friday, which is actually Thursday, and I'm very stoked about it. Going to get up early tomorrow morning and go for a walk through the botanical gardens.
Goodness.
Then I'm going to come back and start day drinking early and probably play some Fortnite.
It sounds like the perfect day.
Mm-hmm.
By the way, I want to wish all of our Jewish friends out there a Shana Tova, Happy New Year, everybody. Tova. Let's hope we have a good year. Let's hope our names all end up in the book of life.
Word.
Anyway, all right, John, I'm excited. So I kind of wanna get this moving here. Did you know?
Nope.
A couple weeks ago.
Okay.
You might remember that we spoke.
Maybe. We did.
The bison.
We did.
Now we have a regular segment called The Bison Report.
We do.
And it has its own theme song. And here
it does.
Bison Report. This is the Bison Report. They're big fucking animals and somebody's gonna get hurt. They do not want you to pet them. They do not really like you. They say, stay the fuck in your car. Stay the fuck really far and do not pet us. We're big fucking bison and we are not your friends. Bison Report. This is the Bison Report. We are big fucking animals and somebody's bound to get hurt.
So that's the theme song. And so we were lucky enough, we thought, to get a bison on the show.
Right.
And we had all these questions planned because, we've been talking about bison for a whole summer.
Sure. And I mean, a lot of what we've been talking about have been like some terrible stuff that bison have done.
Terrible, but entertaining.
And also we tended to side with the bison in most cases because actually dumb human tourists who were creating the issue.
Exactly.
Right?
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
So it was like, great, we'll get this bison on, we'll talk to him, we'll ask him some questions, we'll hear, his side of the story, as if we were asking him to represent all bison, which maybe was our first mistake.
It's never smart to ask a single representative to speak for an entire species, I think.
Yeah, you're right. It's not that was definitely
that's on us.
That's on us.
But I think that's where that ends. I think that's where that responsibility ends.
Agreed, because then this bison turns out to be a real shithead.
Totally.
And was victim blaming and
very toxic. Very just toxic from jump.
Toxic bison. That's it. Yep. That's exactly it, John.
Yep.
So we got a lot of response after that episode aired. Some people were definitely supporting us in the fact that, this guy was just, it just, the interview didn't turn out the way we had hoped. And it was mostly because this guy was a toxic piece of shit.
Yeah. I didn't get any feedback defending him. Did you, Kat? Did you hear it? No,
not at all.
Bless our audience. And not bless their heart, just bless them.
Yes, that's good.
Yes.
Clarify.
Got it. Yeah.
Well, John, and I don't think you saw this email, but just 2 days ago, we got a response from another bison.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Okay.
And this bison wants to, they want to be heard. And they feel like, well, I'm not going to, I'm going to let the bison speak for herself.
Okay.
John, and you see that this black square or this rectangle has been blacked out this entire time.
Right.
But anyways, please welcome to the show, Barb the Bison.
Welcome, Barb.
Hello. Is this thing on?
It is.
Can you hear me?
Barb, yes. Can you hear us?
Is this a Zoom? Is this
it
what
is.
They're calling a Zoom?
Yeah,
it is a Zoom.
Can you turn on your camera? It would be great to see it. Oh my God.
Okay. Hey. There I am.
There you are, Barb. It's great to see your face.
It's good. It's good to see you.
Oh my God. So welcome. Wow, welcome to the show. You really are a bison. Okay. I was kind of half expecting you to be Crank or something, but no, this is okay.
Oh, no. I'm a bison. I'm one of the pure ones.
Oh, what do you mean? What does that mean?
Pure ones?
Well, our genetic background has gotten really, really messed up with all the inbreeding and the hybriding.
Sure.
Many of the herds, remaining are combined with cow genetics.
Okay. I mean,
cows
are okay. I feel like this is a road we don't want to go down.
We're not going to go there.
Yeah,
we're not going to go there.
Let's not.
Just started.
Let's don't and say we did with Barb the Bison here. Okay.
we're not going to get into the beef mafia. Like we're not going there.
Okay.
Kind of wish that we were.
This sounds like another episode.
I'm writing that down.
For sure.
Okay, fair enough. Well, listen, did you hear the interview we did with the one of the bisons from Yellowstone a couple weeks ago?
Now, I didn't hear it myself, but I heard a lot of talk around the water hole.
Okay.
Okay.
He kind of sounded like he was kind of an ass. Kind of an ass.
I think that's a fair assessment, Barb. Yeah.
I don't know him.
Okay.
I can't speak for him.
Sure.
But we're not all like that.
Okay.
That's good. This is good to hear.
Good to know.
It's a relief, frankly, to hear that.
Right. I mean, I think that the primary thing at issue was specifically we asked how his rut had gone, and he made a lot of kind of demeaning remarks, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, testosterone goes straight to their well head. You know what I'm saying?
Straight to their horns. I
Mhm,
got
mhm,
you.
mhm,
I got
mhm.
you. So yeah, like I don't know. Is it appropriate for me to ask you to give a counterpoint about rutting season, about how that plays out for maybe the other half? No?
You know, a lady doesn't really talk about rutting
Fair.
season. It's
Fair.
not, you know, the birds and the bees, and yes,
I
we
respect that.
got other things to do. Doing
Right.
just living our lives.
Okay, what does that look like? What's a day? What's a day in the
I mean,
life
did you want me to
of a
ask you about your rutting season?
I mean, no, I did not, Barb. You're
Okay,
correct.
fair.
I was out of line, and I respect that. I apologize. We can move on.
Okay, good.
Okay. All right.
Or like your
That's-
mom's rutting season.
Whoa.
Okay.
I'm just moving on.
Noted. Noted.
Interesting.
Why do I suddenly feel like I'm in a bison minefield right now? It's,
Don't step in it. There's a lot of patties.
that's what
Yeah,
I've heard.
I could tell you that. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, well, Barb, why don't you tell us what a day in the life of Barb is like? Can you kind of give us a feel for what your life is like?
Oh boy, that's a mixed bag. Roaming, a lot of roaming,
Mm,
a
mm.
lot of
And where do you do that?
the
Where do the
Dakotas,
bison roam? Oh, in the
Yeah,
Dakotas. Okay.
mostly the
Right.
Dakotas.
That's where the buffalo roam?
That's the
That's
place.
where this
Where
buffalo
this
roams.
Gotcha.
Yes,
I
yes.
is buffalo a slur? I don't want to, is that should it
No,
be
no, you're
bison?
good. We're
No?
not that
Okay.
sensitive. No, you're
Okay,
good.
excellent.
You're
Good to
good.
know.
Yeah.
Great. Okay,
Good
so
to
a lot of
We
roaming.
have a thick hide if you're gonna stay in.
Oh, Barbara, I can't tell you how much more comfortable I feel talking to you than I did with the I was going to say gentleman, but no, not so
Not a
much.
gentleman.
Yeah. Nope.
Okay, so lots of roaming. Got that.
Lots of roaming,
Good.
roaming, grazing.
Mm-hmm.
Just avoiding dangers. Some of
Sure.
those dangers, humans.
Sure.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't want to talk out of line here, but some of them are real assholes.
Oh, yeah.
Mm.
That's been our observation.
Yeah.
We agree. Have you had
Mhm.
what kind of interactions have you had with some humans?
Well, oddly enough, the tiny ones are assholes too, and
Oh,
the
sure.
big ones.
Okay.
Yeah, all sizes.
Oh, sure.
Assholes.
Okay.
Right. I mean, like, just a question, Barb. If we were not on a Zoom call right now and we're actually, say, within 25 feet of you, what might be your response to that?
Yeah, I'm more comfortable with like a 30, a 40
Okay.
foot
Okay.
bubble.
Good to know.
I like a bubble.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I'm not a real touchy-feely gal.
Right.
I like my space.
Not a hugger.
No, no,
Okay.
no.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, look at me. What about this says hug me?
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah. The horns. I mean, we don't want to be hugged.
I gotcha. I gotcha.
Yeah. So I like a 30, 40 foot bubble.
Mm-hmm.
Right. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And if you're just going to be a looky-loo, that's fine. That's fine. Look, but don't touch, I say.
Mm-hmm.
Because
Agreed.
you know what? You see with your eyes, not your hands.
Sounds like such a
Wow.
teacher thing, you
Yeah.
know?
This is some bison wisdom
Yeah.
we're getting here. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
I mean, imagine if you will.
Okay.
You're out on a picnic
Mm-hmm.
and you're just enjoying, oh, I don't know, let's say a Mexican pizza from Taco Bell.
Oh, as
that's
cat is likely to be.
a great example.
But then some other asshole just starts getting closer,
Right.
closer.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like, what you got there? What you
Oh.
doing?
Mm-hmm.
You gonna eat that? Can I pet your head while you eat that Mexican pizza?
Mm. Mm.
That would annoy me.
Right.
Mhm. hmm Yeah. Yeah. Not really down for that. So I empathize with your position there, Barb.
Barb, you got a lot of Taco Bells out there in North Dakota?
Oh, sure.
Okay.
I mean, we are strictly grassies.
Oh, okay.
Grassies.
Oh, okay. So you're vegan.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It
I respect
smells
that.
good though. It smells good. I'm tempted.
Barb, you're missing out, Barb.
So tempted.
It's pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
But I tried to keep the analogy, something you might grasp.
And I really appreciate that.
Yeah. Thank you.
It's very
For framing
thoughtful.
it, as in in terms that a human would. I can't help but contrast this with our last interview of a bison, and this
Yeah,
is just
he was really hard to communicate with.
for sure.
I'm sorry about that.
Oh, it's not for you to
No,
have to apologize.
It's not your fault.
No.
Yeah.
Okay, so we can't talk about the rutting season. I gotta
No,
cross that
that's-
whole section of questions out. I don't want to talk about cows again because that was not a good idea.
Right, we need to stay away from
Um,
Ixnay on the Auske.
so how much time have you spent in Yellowstone? Have you spent any time in Yellowstone?
Oh, yeah. It's beautiful. It's beautiful. A lot of people. A lot
Yeah.
of people. You gotta
Yeah.
stay away from the people parts.
Yeah.
Right.
I mean, it's interesting you say that because a lot of the times, I don't know if you've listened to the podcast, but we spent a lot of time in the past couple months because of tourist season. I'm sure, as you say, there's so many people. There's lots of videos of humans interacting with bison, and a lot of the times, I don't want to say you or your people, but we see bison crossing roads, interacting with cars. It seems like they're, the bison that we've seen aren't really avoiding people. It's almost like they're kind of, looking for trouble. I don't know.
Some of my colleagues are curious by nature.
Okay.
Mhm.
Some of them, bless their hearts, have to learn the hard way.
Sure.
And I say, Bob, don't get so close. Don't
Mhm.
get so close.
Right.
Bob does what Bob's gonna do.
Bob's gonna be Bob.
Bob's
Bob.
gonna
Bob's.
Bob. Yeah.
Yep.
Bob.
And so sometimes they get a little too close. But also, sometimes they get snacks
Oh.
Oh.
From people.
from the peoples.
Oh.
Mhm.
Okay.
Bob keeps talking about these cars. They'll just pull up and roll down their looky devices and a candy, he calls it,
Oh.
Oh.
Twizzlers.
Oh God.
Twist. Wow. It's
course
like
not.
that's better than grass, I think.
And then after Bob eats that, Bob's crazy.
Sure, I bet. I bet.
Just
Bob's
eat.
also going to end up with bison diabetes if he's not careful.
Bob gets the zoomies.
Oh no.
Kicking
The
up
zoomies.
dirt. You gotta get
Right.
out of Bob's way.
Holy
And,
Yeah.
crap.
Yeah.
That those humans have done other humans a disservice by feeding Twizzlers to Bob.
You're
Is what
not
I'm going to
supposed-
say.
so you're not supposed to do that.
No.
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 That sounds
Nope.
like a
But
bad
also
idea.
then that's why some of the peoples want to get close.
Mm.
Because they want to see the zoomies.
Right. It's
Sure.
a vicious cycle.
Oh my goodness. Oh my God. We're exposing a whole new layer of human bison relations that I had no idea existed. Yeah. Candy. Who knew?
Unbelievable.
It's wow.
Well, then, if you had advice for people who wanted to come and enjoy the park and enjoy, honestly, I mean, forgive me for saying this in front of you. I'm not trying to, persuade you one way or the other, but it's a beautiful animal. You're a beautiful animal.
We got some real lookers.
And
Some real lookers.
People want to
Mhm.
come and see the majesty and just the beauty of the bison. How would you suggest people do that? Do you have any tips for people coming to Yellowstone?
Sure. Stay in your vehicle.
Great.
Mm.
If you got a vehicle, stay in that.
Mhm.
Great.
Don't give Bob the candy.
Okay, good. Yeah.
Specifically Bob.
Good
Bob.
advice.
You'll know him when you see him.
Yeah, because he's
How?
going to come up to
How?
you and want the Twizzlers.
Yeah,
That's yeah.
he gets real assertive about it. Just
Oh,
you know, you gotta just think about what's best for Bob. Just don't give it to
Right.
okay.
I got to ask
him.
a question.
Don't tell him I said so.
Oh, okay. No, we will not relay that to Bob.
Oh.
Does Bob have a preference between Twizzlers and Red Vines?
Oh, he's talked about this.
Yeah.
He said the one tastes like bad medicine,
Mm.
the kind the white men give to him.
Oh,
okay.
okay.
As opposed to where are you going with this, Barb?
The one you can't drink out of like a straw. That's the bad one.
That's the bad
Okay.
one.
Yeah.
So
The other
Twizzler's
one
good.
that's
Red
a little
Vines
more plasticky.
bad.
That's
Yeah.
a good one.
That's
All right.
red. I think that's
All right.
red vines, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bob also mentioned corn
No.
that looks like corn,
No,
but
no,
it's not real
no.
corn.
Right.
No,
Right.
no.
It's like fake corn.
Right. And what does he say about that?
It's like eating a candle.
Ah. Okay.
Bob is a
Bath and
genius.
Body Works.
Bob is a genius. Coming around on Bob.
There you go. I mean, like, yeah, Bob has just really endeared himself to Cat right now without even realizing it.
So,
They share a
so,
dislike of
yeah.
candy corn.
He likes the licorice, the
Yeah.
Twizzlers,
Mm-hmm.
but not the imitation corn.
Okay.
Gotcha.
All
Okay.
right. Well,
All right. Good to know. But we should not be feeding any bison.
No,
any
no,
of the,
stay in your car.
and especially not Bob.
not
No,
Bob.
No, Bob's got a problem.
Bob's got a problem.
Bob's put on a few pounds, so if you know what I mean. I'm not gonna body shame Bob, but okay. Stay in your car. Take pictures. Everybody got a flat thing in front of their face. Take
Mhm.
Yeah, that's a phone.
Mhm.
That's a phone. Yeah.
pictures.
Yeah.
Leave no trace.
Ah.
Don't be smoking cigarettes, throwing them out the window.
Mhm.
Bison like Bob, they'll
Mhm.
eat anything.
Mm.
Yeah.
Mhm.
They get the tummy ache.
That's
I
not
gotta
good.
hear about it if you can imagine.
I imagine nicotine's going to give him some zoomies too.
Zoomies and the
Some
runs.
zoomies and some runnies. Yeah.
Hey.
Yeah.
The runs.
Right.
You're roaming and all of a sudden, oh, Bob had a cigarette again.
Don't graze over there.
No,
Yeah.
No.
Right. Mm-hmm.
Just don't make a lot of direct eye contact either.
Ah. Okay.
That makes us real edgy.
Mhm.
Real edgy.
Mhm.
Real twitchy.
That would be hard too, because right, yeah, aren't your eyes are kind of on either side of your head, and you have big heads. No offense.
Yeah.
It's hard to do that.
Bigger than humans, anyway. Let's put this in
pretty big.
perspective.
Pretty big heads.
Mm-hmm.
What else? Stay in your car. Don't look at us.
Mhm.
Those are all pretty big. Those are
Really? Yeah.
easy to follow.
With your hands to yourself. If you can't help it, just put them in your pockets.
Right.
Put your hands in
That's
your pockets.
good. Smart.
Sure.
Don't shoot us is always good.
That's good.
I feel like that should be at the top of the list.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're not huge fans of that.
No, I can't
I imagine
imagine.
not.
Don't skin us for our hides.
Mhm.
Graphic.
Not big fans of that. Don't shoot us to put in railroads. I mean,
Mhm.
we should be done with that by now.
I think really
but-
any reason, it doesn't matter. Like the intention doesn't really matter. Just don't shoot bison.
I mean, look, we were here first.
Of course.
We can share this beautiful land if we all just leave each other alone.
Very gracious.
Respect
of
each other's differences.
you.
Sure.
Mhm.
We can all just get along.
I mean, what do you say to that? It's beautiful, Barb.
Yeah. Yeah. Great point.
Is there anything else you'd like to say before we say goodbye to you, Barb?
Have you seen any bison? Have you? been bison adjacent?
I have been bison adjacent. Have you heard of Catalina Island?
I was just going to tell you about Catalina
Oh.
Island because I know you are from the West Coast.
Yes. Well, you've done your research. I have seen some bison on Catalina Island. Yes.
Yeah, some of my like way couple times removed cousins went there. Oof, eons ago. For a silent film.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
That's how the island was populated with some bison.
Yeah,
That's
at
right.
one time there were over 600, but now it's like 100.
So are these considered movie stars in the bison community? Is that?
Well, they like to think.
I got you.
You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
But
You're saying they're dropping more than
D-listers, but at the time they were a big deal.
Got it.
Have you ever visited? You should come out. I think you'd like it. It's a great, beautiful island.
When do you want me there?
Oh, well, I mean,
I think the shipping might be a little prohibitive.
Well, I'd have to start roaming now.
Oh, right.
okay. We have a guest room, Barb.
Okay.
Anytime you come on, you find your way to Burbank. You got a bed. I don't know if you can use a bed, but
Do you have Twizzlers?
we
We can lay in some supplies.
Mexican pizza?
All the Mexican pizza you can eat.
Right. We got to be careful. Zoomies in the house, not allowed.
What about that other kind of grass?
Oh.
Plenty of that's legal.
We got
in
different
California
grass there, yeah.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
we get that too.
Mhm.
All right, I'll start walking.
All right. We look forward to seeing you, Barb.
Well, Barb, thank you. Yeah, let us know when you're close. Maybe we can have like a track Barb kind of thing.
I
We
think
can
there needs
check
to be a
in with
Barb
you
tracker.
every couple of weeks.
Yeah, Google it. See if I start walking. It's kind of late.
We get a fresh start in the morning.
Start daylight.
Yeah.
All right. You know what? We could put a GPS tracker on you if you want, but the problem is it would require a human to come close to you, and I don't know how you'd feel about that.
Yeah, I don't have an Apple phone either.
Oh, that's okay.
Yeah.
Oh, you're one of those
Friends
green
hate-
texting
Yeah.
My
bison.
friends hate it.
Yeah, but I bet they do.
Fucking up all the chats all the
They
time.
give you a hard time about that.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, well, I'll start walking.
All right.
Great. We'll check in
Tomorrow or something.
We'll check in
Roam
on you
on,
in a
Barb.
couple weeks. Okay.
Thanks for having me. It's been a pleasure.
Pleasure's all ours.
Is all
Yeah.
ours. Godspeed, and please be careful.
All right. I'm going to start hoofing it now. Bye.
Bye, Barb. Barb the Bison, everybody.
What a treat.
Wow. I
Yeah.
did not that's such a refreshing conversation with the bison.
Right. And this, I want everyone to take this to heart. Don't think that our first bison interview was that represented all bison. I mean, Barb was a delight.
A delight.
Yeah, absolutely.
We started off a little shaky.
I was a little worried about when I heard the word pure. It was, but yeah,
We talking about bison eugenics right now, Barb?
right. Yeah,
but it was good. We steered that away. Steered away from
We did.
that.
Yep.
And it all worked out.
it did. It was lovely.
And I mean, I don't know, John. We haven't really talked about this. I kind of feel like this is a good way to kind of end bison season this year.
Sure. I mean, listen, I never want to end bison season, but when content gets thin on the ground, you gotta kind of thin the herd. You heard how the bison content is thin.
You heard?
Yeah, heard.
Maybe we'll get some audio messages from Barb every now and then. That would be delightful.
Sure. I think we can check in. I mean, even if it is in green texts. we
Yeah.
can do that.
So annoying though. But but I think a big part of why this bison season was such a big success on this show. I mean, how can you beat that theme song?
I mean, right? That's a brilliant theme song. That was written by our editor
Yes.
and friend of
Yes.
the pod, and Hicks Bleecker.
And because we got so much great feedback on that song and frankly the Ask An Aussie song. What do you
that's
think?
my favorite.
Why don't we talk to her? Why don't we get her on? Have a little chat. She hasn't been on in a little bit.
Yeah, can you get her on the Zoom?
Yeah, hold on. Let me just.
All right, let's pause while you
I'm gonna text it.
get her in there.
Okay. Looks like she's joining, John.
Oh, okay.
Hello?
Oh, there she is.
Hey, thank you
Hey.
for jumping in last
Why
minute.
are you calling me?
We wanted to tell you how awesome we think you are.
That's right.
Did you have a bison on today?
We
I don't know what
did.
you're talking about.
Did you see it in the calendar?
Yeah.
Yeah, we
Oh,
did.
yeah.
You'll see. You'll listen to
How?
it.
Why? What?
Listen, you
Listen,
know how
Cat's a bringer. Cat can bring anybody. I've always said this.
Bringer and a
Um,
ringer. I mean, I
Listen,
don't even know what to do with that.
She can bring the bison.
we had to end this bison season.
Why didn't you
with a
call me
bang.
when the bison was on?
I'm sorry. I didn't think you'd have to listen to it again anyways. I didn't think you wanted to be
This
on
is
here.
true.
For that.
It's always kind of a fun surprise to see what you've been up to after the fact, even though I'm usually yelling into the microphone after the fact.
Yeah, it's
Anyway.
always fun when Cat sends the the cobbled together audio and says, "Here's this week's rough cut," and sorry.
Good luck. Sorry, good luck.
Or good luck. Yeah. Sorry and good luck. Those are the two things that usually accompany that. Yeah.
But you always pull through. You piece it together.
You take every one of Cat's racist rants out of the podcast. They're all gone.
And whenever John talks about rim jobs,
I get I get a little uncomfortable.
I
But
find it weird that I'm the only one who doesn't you don't edit out your own references to rim jobs, only mine. Why is that?
why don't we have a rim job theme song?
John loves. That's on you.
Rim job. John loves rim jobs.
I'm not. I don't understand it, but I'm
I
not
couldn't
gonna.
find a snare drum to go with Cat's slaps. Trust me, I
It was
tried.
close though. It was very close.
I feel like snare drum sounds have to be out there. Like, that's
Yeah, but the beat wasn't right. I'm
Oh.
not to that level of talent yet.
I
to
got you. I got you.
start
It's
manipulating
amazing
the music too much.
because
Well-
you are the composer and performer of the Ask An Aussie segment intro, and that is my favorite of your works thus far.
It's a little bit of an earworm, isn't it?
It is.
Really
It
gets
is.
in there.
Mm-hmm.
Uh,
I texted you the other night. I'm like, I can't stop listening to this over and over again.
it's really good, honestly. And I think you've discovered one of your talents is that creating these
It's
jingles.
So funny when I'm like listening, and I don't listen unless I'm going to edit. So I'm
How
actively
dare
editing when I
you?
listen. No, I'll listen again.
Wait, you don't
but-
want to listen to us twice and maybe like 30 times while you're making no? Okay.
So I'm listening. So usually like a Friday and Saturday night. A lot happening here. And, and then it's like, and then I get to a part where it's like, hey, why don't you put a song in here? Why don't you just whip up a song? And
Right.
I'm
Like you can do that, right, Ann?
sure.
So
but yeah, that one was fun.
what is your process like? How long do you think it takes for you? For instance, for Ask An Aussie, how long did it take for you to make that whole thing? Think of it, work out the tune, and then actually piece it together with.
That one was maybe 20 minutes.
Oh my God!
Wow.
You need to be doing
Wow.
this all the time.
That's
You need
nuts.
You need an album. We're gonna
The
produce your
Buffalo
album.
song was literally one take. I was like, no, it was two takes, but only because like the lyrics was one take,
Okay.
Mhm.
but I had to re-record it because my mic was messed up.
There you go.
Well,
it's just a
yeah.
technical. Yeah.
Right.
No,
But
that's-
so I just was like, I think it should be kind of grungy and like just angry.
Perfect.
So I was
you
like,
don't
well,
really
whatever.
want to be your they don't really want to be your best friends, or just they don't want to be your friends. Can't remember now.
And so like
Yeah, something like that.
No acknowledgement. No, it just
Yeah.
because I have the other song stuck in my head
right.
now.
No, the Ask An Aussie. I just
But it's
Yeah.
gonna get hurt.
Uh-huh.
I do not want you to put them. They do not really like you.
that's it.
Instead of looking your car. Really far and do not put
Oh,
us.
I gotta say
live in
that
studio.
Fucking bison it. We are not your
And Hicks
friends.
Bleakers.
there's some real Riot Girl, Sleater Kinney
Mhm.
vibes coming off that Bison song. I gotta say.
Oh, this reminds me, just because you just mentioned that. Have either of you heard of Wet Leg?
No,
I had a wet leg
you
before.
told
Hmm?
you told me to listen. I have not listened to them yet.
Okay, I'm now doing it on the air. This is a challenge I'm throwing
Hey,
down.
Writing it down under Don't Talk
All
About
right.
Cows. Wet Leg.
Wet Leg. Check them out because Kat,
Got it.
I think you're going to be a fan.
Okay.
I am a fan. I've made my wife into a fan. She's a bigger fan than I am now. She's got their new album on vinyl.
Oh,
it's two
fantastic.
chicks. It's two chicks.
Oh wow.
It's two chicks plus a band, but they are the front, the singers and the lead guitarist, the
Nice.
singer
Okay.
and lead guitarist. Yeah,
All right, I'm into it.
yep. Good shit.
You know, the Aussie song.
Yeah,
Mhm.
It's funny because
it is funny.
I stopped to do the theme before I got to the Aussie call. So
Oh.
I stopped in the middle of the editing
Okay.
Mhm.
to figure out the song.
Oh, when we were daring you to do it. or
Yeah. So as
challenging
I
you
got
do it,
to it in my ears, I
Right.
was like, I laughed my ass off and I was like, oh fucking course.
yeah.
Okay.
Several of the things that were mentioned in the lyrics of the songs came out in
yeah,
the segment.
but I
right?
did it first. And
I
That's
then,
love it.
awesome.
And then can we say his name? Can
Of
we say his
course.
name? Kitch,
Yeah.
Kitch
Yeah.
says,
Yeah.
why don't you just have her like name some things?
Mhm.
And I was like,
Mhm.
oh my god, that's what I
That's
just
exactly what you did. Yep.
It's amazing.
It
It-
is.
You're very good at this, Anne.
Mm.
I kind of want. I feel like this could be a regular thing where people write
Could
in.
be it.
Hey, we want Anne to write a song about this, and then
Yeah.
you do it.
Give us an occupation, a location.
Yeah, like Master
Yeah.
Chief Jen.
you have to give me like a you gotta get to like, what's your mood? What are you
Okay.
going for?
Mm.
Okay.
But that one was like, that one I'm really kind of proud of because that one was like 5 different tracks.
Oh,
So I first started, I was like, well, it needs a didgeridoo.
of course. You got. I mean, how do you do that and not use a didgeridoo?
So I sound mined my program for didgeridoos.
Right.
Amazing.
And the fact that kangaroos and didgeridoos rhyme, like, I mean,
fantastic.
Come on,
You're
I
in it.
did
You're
place
in
those.
it. Yep.
So I had that, and then I was like, what kind of music? And so then I found some beats, and then I just started layering these different beats, and then I
Mhm.
added. So there was like
Ew.
some drum beat, so didgeridoo, then some drum beat, and then like the
This is why I'm very
bells.
surprised that you were not able to get snare drums synced up to Cat's claps.
I couldn't get the beat to match with Cat's claps. They were all too fast.
Maybe the problem is Cat.
Well, I don't know. I can't read music. I've like never played a musical instrument in my life,
Mhm.
so like I can't do that. But so then I was like, okay, what do I do? And then I just Googled Australian things, like literally, and I just
That's
scrolled through. And it
amazing.
was like top 40 popular things in Australia, and then I just picked from that, and then kind of tried to put some in order that would maybe rhyme.
Google is the
perfect.
root of all creativity.
And
these
like,
days.
you know, Liv and Kitch have not heard this theme song yet. They're going to be on the podcast
Oh,
soon.
gosh.
So I think we're going to do, we'll play it for them live, I think.
Oh,
I was
for
like,
sure.
what if some of the things aren't really like, I didn't do a ton of research. So what if some of them aren't even Australian? It's
Perfect.
too late.
It's
They're
better.
like, Pavlova's not really Australian. That's like,
Well, and I'll say that Tim Tams, that is a big one. And like,
Mhm.
we will ask them about Tim Tams, John.
Okay.
Because this
I
is like,
believe he mentioned it when he said you could just name some things like Tim Tams.
He may
Yeah,
have.
that was yeah.
but like, it's a, like, Tim Tams are very important to Liv and
religion.
Kitch.
It's a
Yeah.
religion,
So
yeah.
that, you definitely nailed it there.
Mhm. Yep.
Well, keep up the good work. We appreciate you. We love you.
We do.
Yeah.
We
fine,
love.
I'll keep editing your podcast.
Thank God.
God.
Never has
You just,
someone done.
they have me come on like every 20 episodes just so I like feel good about myself and keep doing this for free.
Well,
Listen,
listen.
whatever
So
it takes.
transparent.
Whatever it takes.
We are crazy about you. We love you. We
Mhm.
talk about you all the time. You know, you hear it. We talk about you all the time.
Yeah, you can't lie to her about what we talk about on this podcast.
No.
She hears it at least once.
Those are the ones I don't get. The cat's like, no, I'll edit it myself this week. It's fine. An influx of time.
I got this one. Well, listen, we can't have you on and not talk about maybe a mistake. I know Ann and John, let me tell you, Ann and I are on a group chat.
Oh, okay.
On WhatsApp.
I'm excluded from this. I see how it is.
You are, because you've never been to a Winona Earp convention.
That's accurate.
It's the convention.
Have you ever shared a bed with Kat?
I have not.
You're going to be in the group chat.
Okay.
It's a big chat.
I have questions.
There's a lot of people.
I have questions.
Go ahead. What's your first
Is there a requirement to be in this chat? Is to have shared a bed with Kat?
Yeah.
It's the share a bed with Kat chat.
True.
Shared a room. True. We've all slept with you in this chat. Nope.
Maybe I need to start going to
one of them hasn't.
Yeah,
Winona Earp conventions. I don't know.
It's a good time, John.
I misspoke. There's one person who hasn't.
Oh, okay.
Of the 14 people.
Wow, Kat, you've been busy. You've been busy.
That's not true. There's like what, 6 of us? 7 of us? 6. Is it 6?
Oh, 2 of them haven't. See, now my story's it's falling apart.
Now my lie, I mean my story. Come on, Ann.
So there's 7 of us in there total. 2
of us have not shared a room with you.
Yeah.
That's fine. It's just down to shared a room. Okay.
That's fine. Anyway. So there's a lot of chatter on the group chat, as you can imagine. And today, it's a safe space. We talk about any and everything.
Well, it was a shared space. A safe space until you decided to share some of it.
It's fine. I'm only going to air Ann's dirty laundry.
Oh, okay. Well, that's all right.
Ann sent out a message today. You know what? I should read it, and then
why don't you just read that?
I'm going to roll.
Read that message.
Let Ann just kind of roll into it.
Roll the tapes.
Let me see if I can find it. Jesus, I'm already behind.
I love good receipts. What have they been up to since we're on air?
Hold on, scrolling.
This is something you're going to have to edit out, Ann.
Don't tell me how to do my job, John.
Okay, fair.
You know what?
Yep.
I always make you sound good. Except I can't edit out those rim jobs.
They just stick to the tape too well. I don't know.
So this morning at 7:34 a.m., this message went out to the group chat. A rat got into my house, and now I will never sleep again. And tell us about the rat in your house.
Yeah, let's hear about this rat in your house.
Fucking A. There are a few things that will turn me into a screaming lunatic.
What? Okay, let's.
I'm gonna go like a stereotypical hysterical woman.
Oh, like standing on a chair and screaming.
Literally,
eek.
I will stand on I will climb furniture if a rat is in my house. If a mouse is in my house.
Right.
Okay, that's fair.
I mean, mice are cute. Rats are another story.
So
they're fine.
We're
learning to live with our rats.
There's a rat in my house. I haven't seen it yet.
Oh, how do you know there's a rat in your house?
It's been confirmed. There's been visual reports by 2 of the 4 people in this house.
Okay.
None of them are the dogs. 3 dogs that live here.
Now, what breed of dog do you have?
Funny you should ask, John. One of them is a rat terrier mix.
Well, shit, Ann. You got a bum one there. I'm just saying.
Who runs in and out of the house at all hours of the night, barking in the backyard because we have dog doors.
Ooh, that's how they're going.
Yippee yappy. We call her a ratter all the time.
You got to stop calling her that.
She goes after rabbits. She barks at everything that goes past our front door.
You got a lemon.
She let a rat run right past her in my daughter's room last night.
Oh boy. Now, did your wife and daughter see this? Is that who?
Well, so
if it's both kids, then you can't necessarily. Kids are not always the greatest.
My son, you could dangle a rat in front of him right now, and he's playing Fortnite.
You would never know.
He would never know. Like, what? So my wife got up in the middle of the night to go to the bathroom, and then she always checks to make sure the kids are actually sleeping and not on their video games. So
Valid.
she went into my daughter's room and was like, "Are you sleeping or are you on your phone? Whatever." And supposedly the story goes, my rat dog is sleeping curled up at my daughter's feet. She loves this room because this room is a hoarder nightmare. It is like a teenage room with like empty pizza boxes.
Yeah, I had one of those too.
All this crap in there.
Hey, Kat, you're talking about your room.
Oh
right?
yeah.
Okay.
You
just
were
making
like
sure.
this?
Yeah, when I was a teenager, it was a mess.
I can't, I've given up because there's nothing I can do. Like, they're just determined to live this lifestyle.
Yeah.
I'm like, someday they'll care, I guess, but the day is
They
not
will.
now.
Like you'll be dead shortly after
Yeah,
that.
exactly. But it's the day is not today.
Nope.
So, and apparently my wife saw a rat run across and was like,
across the bed?
Yes.
No.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
No.
Her bed is a teenager bed where it's like she has like a futon-y bed. And so like, but she didn't have it folded down. And it like ran across the top.
Okay. I mean, that's still not great.
Not great. But I don't know where it is now. And I'm never going to find it in there. So I had to order like all these. I ordered electric traps. I'm like, how did it get in here?
Well, you just said you have doggy doors.
Yeah. So I think they came like one of the dog doors is like not closing the best. So then I had to figure out the measurements to find a replacement flap for that. And I've ordered a million things to try to lock this freaking place down.
Right.
But the fact of the matter is I now need to go buy some gasoline
and burn the house to the ground. Yeah. I hear you.
That's plan B.
Yeah. We actually paid a professional to do what's called an exclusion, where they go around and look at every inch of your house and find any spot that's big enough that like, and what's weird is a rat the size of your head can get in through a hole the size of a freaking quarter.
Wow.
Yeah.
It's like an octopus.
It's a thing.
No.
Yeah. This is like 8 years ago, but it happened to us and we live not far from you geographically.
Well, and what people don't understand is like in California, they're everywhere because of all the fruit trees or palm trees. Like they love palm trees.
Yeah,
all
I love
the
those
things
fruit trees.
People who don't live in California love about California. Like when they see a photo and they're like, look at that beautiful palm tree. Look at those orange trees. We're like rat heaven.
Yeah.
But my backyard has so much fruit. Like we have a lot of fruit trees.
Yep.
I don't know why this guy thinks he needs to live in here, but
right. Well, he's like shelter, and then I just pop out for some citrus, right?
Yeah. He has his own door and everything.
Yeah. So
was he really giant? I mean, I know all rats look
I didn't
big.
see him. I'm assuming he's as big as all the other ones that are in the backyard all the time.
There tend to be two different types that are prevalent in this area. There's roof rats, which are smaller. They still look gigantic to to me. But then there's Norwegian rats that are like huge. And those are the ones when you hear about super rats and stuff like that.
Like Pizza Rat? Was Pizza Rat Norwegian?
Rat may well have been Rattus norvegicus. Which
people are like, is he cute?
Rat.
I'm like, they're not cute. Nothing is cute when it's in your house like that.
Rats are adorable.
In a cage.
No. On my shoulder, rats are great, but like these rats won't do that. If I did that, they might bite my jugular.
Why do you want a rat on your shoulder?
Oh, have you never met a pet rat?
My college roommate had a pet rat.
Everybody's college roommate had a pet rat. I mean, that's
her name was Princess.
There you go.
Your roommate or the rat?
We couldn't have toaster ovens, but she had a rat.
My college girlfriend had a rat named Aloysius.
What's with college girls and rats?
It's interesting.
I mean, I was into goth girls. It's a thing. I don't know. Maybe you were too. No, I don't know.
Yeah, Princess. I wonder what happened to Princess.
Oh, Princess.
Princess died. They only live like 2 years tops.
My one suite mate had a rat.
And
then the suite mate next door to us had a cat. We lived in the dorms.
Oh, if you feed cats well enough, they don't give a shit.
Well, but like we just housed animals.
Right. Are you supposed to have a cat in the dorm?
No. We hid it every time like anyone came through who wasn't supposed to be there.
Hide the cat.
Coming into so-and-so's room, grab the cat and go next door. Go downstairs in the bathroom with the cat. Like,
you know how many people in dorms have cats literally they name them Contraband.
Oh, that's funny.
The cat's name is Contraband.
That's cute.
Mhm. Yeah, it happens.
Yeah. So I don't know. I gotta get this rat out. I know the rat has to die. The rat can't just leave.
Oh no,
because it will come back in.
You're gonna
Yeah.
execute
You-
it?
going out
I
in the body
have
bag.
put a hit out on these
Oh,
rats.
poor
Mhm.
rat.
Yeah.
How do these electric traps work? What's electric about it?
Boogie woogie woogie. They zap them.
They do the electric slide until they die?
Yeah, no, it's
Yeah.
basically the electric chair for
They
rats.
go in and there's a zap.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
It
I'm not
kills them
thrilled
quick.
with it, but I'm not like,
Horrible.
I know, but it's the most humane. It's better than the sticky things.
I mean,
and
it's definitely-
snapping their necks.
Glue traps are the worst.
The most humane would be not killing it.
But they'll come back in
Well, our problem.
with
This
their
is
friends. They'll be like, "Oh yeah, you thought you had me."
Ask him not to come back.
It's not
this
gonna
this
work.
is the problem. Like here, when you hire someone to do an exclusion, which we did, and by the way, this company that we hired, I would not recommend them to anyone. That's why I'm not going to say their name,
Okay,
which is
good.
Terminix, but I would not recommend them to anyone.
and
they-
bleep that out.
yeah, no, don't bleep that. Actually, that was so they came out. They did an exclusion, but here's the thing: like they do the exclusion, and there are going to be rats that are outside when they do the exclusion,
Yeah,
and
they'll
there are
get
going to be
stuck in
maybe
there.
some that are
Oh,
inside because they were in our
trapped.
attic. Right, this is
Mhm.
the problem. So they did the exclusion, and then you got to have traps up there, and we actually had like they're not the fully old school ones. They're plastic, but they pack a wallop.
Mhm.
No, like the very
Yeah,
kind?
they come down really hard and they're spring loaded. But we did have a situation. This is back before the pandemic, and I was at work. And depending on how the trap hits, usually it's instantly fatal, like or very close to instant. This was not that situation, and so poor Michelle was
John.
home, and I was at work, and this thing was kind of flopping around.
Oh my
See,
God.
I don't want to
Yeah.
find that.
That's
Right.
awful.
See, here's the thing too. People don't understand is there's the bait box kind too that has rat poison in it.
Right.
Yeah.
But in California, it's horrible for the coyote and mountain lion population
Mhm.
because it gets into their systems and they're like all dying of mange, and it's basically it's like an anticoagulant. They bleed
it's
out.
warfarin or
Yeah.
Coumadin. Yeah, it's something that
good.
prevents you from scabbing, so that and rats are constantly like slightly injuring themselves, so they bleed out is the deal. But if
Right.
they don't bleed out before a coyote gets to them, or if they start to bleed out and then a coyote can catch them because of that,
Right.
that's a situation.
But so that's what they find in a lot of the wildlife systems, or like even like other, owls and things that eat the rats. It's just like, oh, it's horrible for the ecosystem. That, and like if your pets get into the bait boxes, like that's like one of the biggest killers of household pets. So you can't, I don't want to have that. I don't want to contribute to like the coyote population dying off and all that stuff. So it's like, okay, I don't want to do those. Plus it's in my house. I'm not going to have that in my house. And then I can't have the old peanut butter snap your head trap because I have dogs. They'll be like, peanut butter.
Then they have no tongues
head.
anymore. That's
Right?
the thing. Yeah.
I can't do that. So I'm like, you can't just catch and release because they'll be like, I know how to get back in. Dummy, you left the key under the mat. So I gotta kill him.
Right.
All right.
Can I tell you a funny thing that happened to us when we had the exclusion done? Apparently, the majority of the rat, they did it at a time of day that apparently is usually when roof rats are going out to forage, and they do not go far.
They're like, I gotta go to work.
Yeah,
They're out
they're
for
like,
the
time to
day.
make the
They got their little
donuts.
briefcase.
Traffic's
Yep.
gonna be a bitch.
So they did the exclusion, and like then what happened is there was one specific place that they found that was the culprit. Like it was a slight gap between our like the eaves of our house and like where the roof is, and that was probably where they were all getting in. So they came back, and it was it's like an apartment building, and all of a sudden you find out somebody has bricked up the front door.
Oh, no.
And they
Did you
don't
check the
normally
address?
travel. Yeah.
Martha, I swear you
I-
said it was 803.
Yeah, it was. So we have a grapefruit tree, which Kat is very fond of. Apparently, that turned out to be the gathering spot while they grouped together and figured out what was going on. So walked out in the backyard the day after they did the exclusion,
Uh-oh.
and there were 30 rats.
Holy
The grapefruit tree, all just looking at me. And
They
I'm
were-
like,
They were having a meeting.
it was terrifying.
How
Yeah,
do
it
we
was
get
like
back in the house?
I was waiting for one of them to squeak, "Get him."
Yeah.
That's him.
And they're
Mhm.
smart. Like they're smart.
Yeah.
I can't
So
I have to move.
they diffused. They went off to some neighbor's house, I'm assuming.
I threatened them all. I
Mhm.
said I was leaving. I
Mm.
said, you don't understand. You get this fucking rat. I will leave you all. I will leave you all in the dust. I will go out for oat milk and I will never come back.
Oh, no, specifically.
I love it. It's such a new world. You didn't go out for cigarettes and never come back.
No.
You went out for oat milk. Mhm.
Never come back. I won't even look back.
Well, good luck with the rat.
Yeah.
Okay.
For sure.
Please keep us posted.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I mean, we have a couple emails. John, should we
Oh,
just go? Should Anne join us for these emails?
I think she absolutely should.
Anne, can you join us for some emails?
Sure. That rat's not going anywhere.
I mean, and you don't have anything better
You
going
don't
on,
know
right?
if I see it. I will scream so
Oh
loud.
my god,
Oh,
so
I
great.
hope we get that.
You know what?
I'm
Fuck it.
so afraid to
Can
like
you-
I went in the bathroom before and I
Mhm.
took the broom with me.
Mm.
I swear to God, if I'm sitting on the toilet and fucking thing runs past me, I'm
Oh
gonna
no,
lose my
you
mind.
might have a heart attack.
Oh dear.
Well, why don't you? Is this a laptop that we're seeing you on? Why don't you just go take it in there right now? Go looking for that rat.
No,
Yeah.
I'm
Let's
not going in there.
let's do a Blair Witch, but for rats.
It's in the corner. Okay, let's do some emails. I mean, we have so many to choose from.
We do. Should we just pick
I'm
I'm gonna pick one.
Okay,
And
you
I'll-
pick one.
All right, I'm gonna pick one from Master Chief Jen.
Ah, very good. That's
Yes.
cheap.
All right, Master Chief. Hi, Kat. Hi, John. Hi, Master Chief. How are you today? Quite well, Kat.
It's like this whole conversation's happening.
Master Chief Jen says, I'm doing well myself. I'm emailing you instead of folding laundry or otherwise adulting, but hey, nothing new there. I love that we are like a procrastination method for so many of
That's great.
our contributors.
Yes.
Yeah, that's great. John, that was a good pivot. See what I did there?
Mhm.
Yes, I do see what you did there, Master Chief Jen. With your own personal definition of bless their hearts. I accept it.
Mm.
See? Okay.
Nice job.
Yep. Thank you. Or I'll accept it. See, I do have your back. Thank you, MCJ. Well, I was going to warn you about asking an Aussie if Foster's is Australian for beer. I had an Australian friend a while back emphatically say Foster's is not Australian for beer. Rather, Foster's is the shit or the cat piss they export to America whilst keeping the good stuff for themselves.
Mhm.
Thank you, AK, for telling me how to pronounce whilst, because I always said whilst. But
Nice
it
job.
is apparently whilst. So there we go. Whilst keeping the good stuff for themselves. But you asked the Aussies beat me but you asked and the Aussies beat me to it.
Yep.
Yep. Now I was actually asking questions, some of which I will be honest, I had asked the Aussies before.
Of course.
But not on mic.
No, not on mic.
And I know that they're the most annoying questions that you can ask an Aussie. And our Aussies are so generous and wonderful and kind and giving
Yes.
that they took them not in the spirit in which they were asked, but in the spirit in which they would have received them from someone who hadn't asked them before.
Yes.
Bless them.
I picture the
Bless their
Aussies as sitting by their phones on Thursday nights now, just huddled
Probably.
together for warmth, just
The
waiting.
best part is we
Is
don't even
today
have
the
a
day we
given
get
night.
a call. Is today the day we get a call?
We don't even have a regular schedule for this. We every week we're renegotiating
So
what
every
night
night
we're
they're just
so
waiting.
they just have to be on call
Mhm.
all the time.
Yeah, they never know.
No, they never. We shall come as a thief in the night, and none shall know the time of our arrival. Master Chief Jen goes on to say, speaking of Ask an Aussie, the risk of inflating Anne's ego even more,
Oh boy.
at the risk of inflating Anne's ego even more. Anne, and this is amazing that Anne is actually here to hear this.
We had no
I
idea.
hope that, right? I purposely do not read these unless there's some specific reason to it. This time I did not. So this is the first time I'm reading it. And once again, you effing nailed the theme song, which we all know. But yes, one more, another country heard from. But
Sorry,
Kat,
I read ahead.
But Kat, you say we can send in requests for her?
Mhm.
How about a theme song for AK and Beck?
Yes.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah. She's writing it down.
He's writing it down. It's happening. I believe they have earned it for their loyal listening and correspondence across all the podcasts, which must not be named. Which after last episode's intro segment apparently includes this one. Right. We can't name this podcast either.
That's gonna get really
good catch.
Yeah, it's a good catch.
Master Chief Jen. And Kat, if Anne takes you to Podcourt, this is a phenomenon that happens on a separate podcast.
Indeed.
Over all the theme song work you're about to pile on her, remember, you have someone who took all of 2 business law classes on retainer. Thank you, Master Chief.
You're hired, Master Chief.
Makes me the smartest almost lawyer I know in my price range.
Perfect.
Amen. Retainer. I like that's what we've got here.
Exactly.
Listen here, Master Chief. I'm about to Venmo you $1.
No.
Oh dear.
Which means that is a retainer.
No.
So you're my lawyer.
No.
So that would be a conflict of interest.
No,
I believe it's too late. Master Chief Jen is already, as stated, on retainer with Kat. So
did money transfer here?
Go find an almost lawyer somewhere else, okay?
Right. So Master Chief Jen said, makes me the smartest almost lawyer I know in my price range. Granted, that's a sample size of 1, but still, pro bono is pro bono. Right?
She doesn't want money. She just
Sounds
wants
like a pro no to me.
Yeah.
Hey-o, there
that
it is.
was ripe for a pun.
There
Thank
it
you.
is.
Take care and FMP Jen.
Thank
you,
Jen.
Master Chief Jen.
Thank you, Jen.
Mm-hmm.
All right, I'm just gonna randomly choose.
Just choose another one from the
randomly. Just choose one of the many that are in here. How about this one from Patty Lynn?
Oh, great.
Patty
Lynn, friend of the pod.
Friend of the pod.
Mm-hmm.
The title of the email is Questions for Ask an Aussie.
Oh, perfect. Okay.
And there's no hello, there's nothing, it's just jumping right in.
Right into it.
Is it true that in Australia women glow and men plunder?
I have heard that somewhere. I think Colin Hay told me that.
Do you know when I was doing song research, it turns out I love Aussie rock music. Like all the music I loved back in the 80s was
In Excess,
from Australia.
Men at Work.
Yeah, it's all good, man. It's all good.
That's a good song. That's a good song. Those were all Australians.
Yeah. They're
R.I.P. Olivia Newton-John.
I didn't know AC/DC was Australian.
Oh, AC/DC, the Bee Gees. Yeah. Kitsch Membry.
Kitsch, huge.
Totally.
What's that band? Those 3 kids, like Silverfish or something. What was that band called?
Oh no, Silverchair.
Silverchair.
Yeah.
Huge hit.
I actually know a guy who is like a giant Silverhead. He's a member of different like fan clubs and stuff like that. I'm not lying. This is a real thing.
Amazing. We should talk to him. Anne is here. Patty continues. In all seriousness, what the hell does this mean? Traveling in a fried out combi on a hippie trail head full of zombie.
All right.
I mean, I feel like we need to ask an Aussie.
We definitely need to
Who else is going to know the answer to this?
Right.
There's no way to know.
There's no way to know.
No way to know.
No.
Vegemite, Lamington, Pavlova, Tim Tam, Hugh Jackman. Outback, not the steakhouse. Kangaroos, didgeridoos, Barbies, boomerangs, Aussie slang, Utes, Clark Cats, Arvo. Let's ask an Aussie. Let's ask an Aussie. We'll ask an Aussie. It's time to ask an Aussie. They'll know. They'll know. They'll know.
I
Hi.
have not seen this face in so long. Hello.
Oh, hello.
Good to see you, gang.
Oh,
Can
did
the audience see our faces?
no?
No.
This will never be seen.
Okay.
I just got out
Well,
of the
there she
shower
is.
and I feel like
Red
a
hair.
whole feral.
You look beautiful.
She's
You look great, Liv.
beautiful.
Mhm.
She's gorgeous.
Hi, who's
Hey.
friend?
Yeah, who's our friend here?
This is Anne.
Anne, nice to meet you,
Hello.
Anne.
Does
Nice to meet
Hi,
you.
she does our editing, and she also has been writing some pretty great jingles.
Mhm.
Fantastic, love it.
Wait until you hear Ask An Aussie.
Oh.
Ooh.
So when you're actually on officially as guests, we will play it for you live. And
Mhm.
Okay, excellent,
yeah,
excellent.
we think you're going to be impressed.
I know I will be. It'll be great.
In the meantime, we do have a question for you guys.
Oh, okay.
Olivia, just scoot over. It's fine. Please, you're
No,
beautiful.
no,
God
Anne,
damn it.
Anne,
It's
Liv.
just us.
Yeah, come on.
No, feral.
Come on.
Don't look
Now,
feral. You're beautiful.
You are, and I haven't seen you in so long. It's so nice to see you.
Look at your beard, John. It has
It's so
like
it's flourishing.
it's become like a
It's
being
flourishing.
unto itself.
That's one way to say it.
Does your beard have a Twitter account?
It does not.
You'd show
Do I
we
need
should
to have
us on Twitter.
separate? Do I need to have separate Twitter accounts for my
It
mustache?
does have a
and for my
trending
beard?
hashtag.
I'd
Definitely.
follow your beard.
Yeah.
Fair. We were talking earlier about how the fact that people's Instagram accounts for their dogs tend to have more followers than their personal ones.
So
Correct.
true these days.
Yeah.
So true.
Yep.
Yes. I have a musician friend who I won't name, but was saying that his mum's dog has more followers than his musician page.
Yeah.
And that could be me. Who knows?
Is it Bono? Is it Bono?
I think our bio on Twitter, or maybe it's on Instagram, I don't know, says like we'll be happy once we have as many followers as John Mulaney's dog. That's Petunia.
Totally.
Mhm. Mhm. Mhm.
We have been sitting here getting these dummy phone calls.
Oh my
Could you
gosh.
hear us? Could you hear what we were saying?
Oh,
Yeah,
totally.
we heard you
100%.
crystal
Okay,
clear.
It was so great too. Anne noted
Good
you were
content there.
vamping, you were trying to keep things going. It's
Yeah.
like who does that? You can't depend on
Australians.
people like that.
Legends.
That's what we do.
Legends.
That's what happens. Yep.
And
Legends.
question for you, without giving too much away about the theme song,
Mhm.
have you used a little bit of didgeridoo in there?
What do you think?
I mean,
You
come
think
on.
I'm an amateur?
Wow.
An American
You are
making a
fantastic.
song about Australia, you think there's not going to be some didgeridoo in that?
That's
I just had
amazing.
just checking.
Mhm.
That's
It's
amazing.
it's a
cannot
bop,
wait to
guys.
hear.
It's a bop. You're gonna like it.
I
Yep.
cannot wait.
It
to hear
slaps.
It's a slap.
It does.
I
Mhm.
love it. Can't wait.
So listen, can we ask you this question?
Yes,
Please
you
do.
can.
So Patty Lynn wrote in. You know Patty Lynn, right?
Hi, Patty Lynn.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, you
We've
guys
met
have-
Patty.
Yeah, you
Patty, yeah.
Well, she wrote in. She has a question for Ask an Aussie.
Oh.
Okay.
She asked, "What the hell does this mean? Traveling in a fried out combi on a hippie trail, head full of zombie."
Okay.
Which is from the song "I Come from a Land Down Under."
Yes.
Right.
It is, yeah.
Yes. So
By Men at
traveling
Work.
in a fried out combi. Okay, so there's a big thing in Australia about traveling around like a bit of a nomad. So you go
Which is
from A to B, usually like
similar
on
here.
surfing trips up to Byron Bay and then all the way up the coast of Australia. And you jump in a combi van.
Do you know what a combi is?
So like a Volkswagen.
it's like a
Volkswagen
old
van.
70s Volkswagen van.
It's
Nice.
got an engine in it that just has a very distinctive sound.
Right.
Is combi
No.
like the make of the
Yeah.
van?
I don't
Okay.
know why we call it a combi.
I think it's like a combination.
Combination
of a
car.
van.
Oh, it's
We-
like a
we-
like a van conversion.
We
kind of
call them
thing.
a VW bus. In the
Yeah, it's a
US.
VW bus.
Yeah,
That's
VW
exactly what
bus.
it is. Yeah,
Mhm,
VW
mhm.
bus.
Interesting.
So traveling in a fried out combi.
What's the rest?
So usually the fried out the combis are quite dilapidated,
Mhm.
a bit run down.
Mm.
And then what's the next line? What is who's saying?
On a hippie trail, head full of zombie.
Okay, so the hippie trail. Do you reckon that would be like heading
That's
up to Byron?
On the way to like Byron Bay, which is northern New South Wales, the state of New South Wales, which is notorious. Now it's known for its Hemsworths.
Someone told me actually.
The Hemsworths.
Someone told me
I
last
think a couple of
night.
them.
Someone told me last night that Kim Kardashian went there to break up with
Pete Davidson.
Pete Davidson.
Oh, there
I
you
think
go.
so.
I didn't know
Yeah,
that.
I don't know. I don't know if that's true or not. But
But either way, that area and there's a few towns around the Byron Bay area that are notorious, that were very much the hippie area of
Okay.
that particular
Mm.
state. So that could be what they're meaning.
Yep.
The hippie trail. So
Okay.
driving up the coast.
Great.
Yep.
So are
to
hippies
bed.
beach bums? Like,
yes.
yeah.
Beach
Okay.
bums,
Beach bums
for
as well.
smoking weed,
Smoking weed.
lots of weed.
Sure.
Yeah, just hippie lifestyle, like, you know,
very granola. as you call it
opening your
over
Crunchy, very
chakra,
crunchy.
and
granola.
you know, all the crystals and opening your chakras and stuff like that. So
Mhm.
Awesome.
yeah, but so that's that part. But head full of zombies, that to me would just say really tired because
But-
surfing
Full
too
of
much.
zombie. Could that be pot? Maybe.
That's what I'm just saying. I'm
Could
just
be.
thinking, is that a connection with the hippies?
Yeah,
Is there-
but
if you're a little bit out of it.
definitely. But people usually, if they're driving like a lot, it's usually just from being tired.
I see.
And I lived
Okay.
in Lismore, which is about an hour and a half, 2 hours drive from there. And I played a lot of gigs at the bridge. There's a few like music venues there that are great. But whenever we drive up there, we just get really, really tired from having fun and be
I think
on
it's
the
more
beach.
to do with the pot.
But I
you're
think
being
maybe-
too pure.
I don't know,
think
but
it's
because
the
that's
pot.
well, this is the thing. Like the bass player actually from that band did like ran a class at the university that I was at, and I was in the class, and yeah. So,
But
but
we probably have to really ask the band, but it's a good question.
yeah, it's a good
Patty,
question, great question.
Because combi is quintessentially Australian. That's
Yeah.
a combi van. And it's actually, if you watch the music video for that song, you will see a combi van in the music
Yep.
video.
Nice.
There you go.
Yeah. I think
Pretty bizarre
combi and
video.
zombie are a convenient rhyme. And zombie could just, it could mean tired, could mean stoned, could mean hungover. You
Yeah.
know, it's all of these situations that are described in the song are like, you know, it's a non-Australian meeting Australians, right? Or no, he's an Australian meeting non-Australians.
That's right. Yeah.
And they're saying you
I
come
don't
from a
think
land down under.
zombie is like a brain-eating dead person.
No,
right?
no,
I think
not like
Got it. Okay.
Mhm.
Because I thought maybe like Australia was overrun with zombies or something, and no one
that would be
talks
bad.
about it. No.
Well,
No wonder you came to the United States.
exactly.
yeah, we had to escape.
escape the
Right.
zombie.
Sure. Yeah. I mean, there's a follow-up question. Is it true that in Australia women glow and men plunder?
It's true. We rule the roost and men just suck.
Well, I mean, Olivia, I've always say that you glow, so I know that.
Oh,
It's
shush.
true. It's true.
Now, is it plunder or chunder?
No,
What's
no.
the word?
There's another thing that's
Do you guys know what chunder is? In
Yeah,
Australian
No,
term?
and
Is
it's
it
definitely mentioned in the
puking?
lyrics of the song.
Throwing up?
Yes.
Chanda is like throwing up. Like
Yeah,
Oh,
correct.
okay.
Yeah,
I
when
know
you
all about throwing up.
Yeah.
Cat's like a ninja at throwing up.
Yeah.
Mhm.
It was my major in college.
She can be in the back seat and you're in the front seat, and she can throw up and you never know about it.
You'd never
Well,
know. There's
You
no
never
way to know.
How
wonder-
do you disguise that?
I wonder how many of us we could fit in a combi and
Practice.
travel north.
I would love to do that with you guys. We
Mhm.
would have so much
Let's
fun.
do that
Now, but would
sometime.
you chunder? Do you get travel sickness?
You-
I would chunder all over the place.
But wait, what was plunder?
Plunder just means to fall downwards.
I guess
So,
just the
like,
regular term
you know,
of plunder, right?
plunder,
Oh.
yeah.
Okay.
The regular term of plunder is to steal things.
Yeah, like
to-
like thieves who have been sent
Oh,
to an island.
yeah.
maybe.
Wow. Well, we have a different dictionary in Australia.
Fair enough. I can see
Fair.
why. That's
we
right.
are we are
Is that a whole like a half back to our convict past?
Oh,
though?
I don't know. I don't know.
I would never imply.
Hey, we're not going to judge.
There
We're,
you go.
we're just we're
Thank
not
you.
judging.
Thank you.
Thanks, man.
Um,
Although, you know, there is a sense of pride when one is related, an Australian is when we're related to convicts in any way, generally it's a badge of pride. Even
Sure.
though there are criminals. There's
to say
something to it.
you're a convict on the First Fleet.
Oh
That,
shit.
like
Related
you're
to one.
related to, yeah, obviously you can't be.
It's
No.
the equivalent of the Mayflower here in the US.
Yes,
right? Like
exactly,
people
that's right.
trace their
Well,
no.
but the Mayflower were they were fleeing prosecution, were they not?
No,
They-
no. They were
No.
all they were pilgrims and they
Uptight
were
assholes.
uptight twats. Yeah.
Yeah.
No.
And look who has a better country. So I think you
Yeah.
guys are on the same.
What really happened was that they overthrew they like killed the king and then took over, and then their Cromwell came in. They were Cromwell people.
Gotcha.
And then they washed out when the people rose up and said, we don't like you, you're boring and puritanical and stupid. And then they left. So then they said, oh, look, we were persecuted. Yeah, after you took over the country and then nobody else liked you.
Yeah.
Exactly.
And then they came to this new country.
Yep.
And they killed a bunch of women, accusing
And
them
bison.
of being yeah, that's right. They killed women and bison, and look where we are.
Native Americans. Mhm.
Look where we
Yeah.
are now.
Well,
I think every country
similar
has like
history.
a similar history in the
unfortunately.
terrible behavior of our,
I blame Britain.
you call them forefathers, we call them blokes from way back.
the five fathers, the three
Five
fathers.
fathers,
I don't know.
yeah.
Yeah.
I think we
Five
only had
guys.
3. I think.
Okay,
yeah.
fair.
I think someone got
Guys.
sick on the
Five
boat.
guys and fries. Well, listen, I feel like this is just a taste of what our full Ask An Aussie episode is going to be like in a couple weeks, and I, for
Well, it's
one, am
gonna-
so excited.
It's
As
going to
am
be
I.
better with the theme tune. We can't wait to hear it.
Yeah.
Can't wait for you to hear it.
If my
So
stupid,
they're not going to hear it until then.
I mean, we could play
You
it
don't
now,
listen
but
to
it's
their
not.
podcast.
We can have a preview, can't we?
All we do is
No.
talk about people who don't listen to this.
Right. What she's saying, it was in this week's episode of the
It's in this
But
week.
it's in this week's. Yeah.
Oh, excellent.
Mhm.
Well, we will listen back.
Streaming
right.
wherever you get your
I kinda-
podcast.
I kind of want them to hear it live. Like, I want to see their reaction. So don't listen to it yet.
All right.
Okay. We'll do it
Oh,
live.
okay. So
We'll do
we're
it
not.
live.
Is that
All
okay?
right.
Yeah.
All right.
Anne wants to be here when they hear it.
And you're coming back.
Excellent.
Oh, okay.
Awesome.
Thank
Well-
you again for being such good sports. Thank you for all for sitting through all those phone calls. And we appreciate
Is
it.
that going to
Awesome.
make it into the end? The end.
Gotta ask Anne.
The tag.
Who knows?
We'll
Anne is
see.
the
You gave us-
final.
You
Yeah,
gave
Anne.
us some good content there. You did.
Oh,
pretty well.
good.
Yeah.
Excellent.
Meet Lionel Richie, bit of Lionel.
You did. You were like, hello.
Mhm.
I caught that.
Who has to calm me down though
I'm
when
always
the phone
listening.
rings and it
I
says
know.
cat?
I know.
I'm just like,
He's like,
Oh.
he's like a
I'm on.
meerkat.
All of a sudden you're on, right? It's like, okay,
I
we
am
gotta be ready.
on.
He's a
See, it was
meerkat.
right. They hover by the phone.
Well,
just
and this was she
waiting
said, do
every
they
week.
sit by the phone on Thursday nights? We don't always record on Thursdays. They never know what day it's gonna happen.
Exactly.
wow.
We were eating dinner, watching alone.
Oh no!
Oh no.
But that's
Oh,
totally
it's
okay.
fine.
You're welcome
Season
to
8?
interrupt
Are you on
alone.
season 8?
We've watched all of them. We're watching actually the ones
The
the survival.
survival,
Yeah, the in between.
where they
these.
do
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Skills challenge.
Yeah.
You like those shows?
Oh, we love them. We
I
love them.
just need more fishing and gathering. Like I
Mhm.
want to
Yes.
see them make stuff. I don't want all the talking. Just show me how you make stuff.
Yeah, I want them to build more huts. I want
Yes.
them to build
Oh,
like
those
20
Find
huts
those
are-
skills.
Oh, when they
Incredible.
started building, like, because the first season he's just like in like a lean-to, and he's laying in there reciting Edgar Allan Poe poems. But it gets for real when they're like building, basically building
When they're
houses.
just
that-
lonely and talking about wanting a cheeseburger, I'm not interested.
Yeah.
You know,
while
you
you're
know,
sitting there eating your
Talking about their
cheeseburger.
mother
That's
and how
what
bad
in
of a
those
son.
shows, you know when they're about to tap out, which is their terminology for leaving.
Mhm.
Mhm.
When they're about to tap out, when they start talking about their families and
Yep.
how
Yeah.
much
They're
they're
out.
missing, they're out.
Yeah,
They're
they're
done. They're
so-
done.
100%, because
Yeah.
they need to be like, it's not that I'm too like that I'm not strong enough or whatever. It has to be. Oh no, I'm thinking of my family. They need me now.
I've done here what I wanted to do.
Yes,
Yeah.
I did what I set out to do.
No, you
Yeah,
didn't.
which
You
was
wanted to
be
win the
hungry
$500,000.
And my
for 3
family,
months.
Yeah.
For
my
nothing.
family can really be proud of me when they watch this. I'm like,
So,
I don't
I
think
asked
so.
Liv one question the other day. I was like, how far do you think I'd get if I was on alone?
Oh,
And she
God.
goes, you don't like to be alone, kid.
It would be bad, Kitch.
But
So it's not so much the survival thing, but just being alone. I think
You'd
I
be
don't
so
think he'd find
bummed.
that.
he'd make like a corn husk doll and just talk to her.
Call it Liv. Talk to Liv. on
That's right. Yeah.
Watch out for. We've heard. I think it's being shot right now, but Australia is having its own alone.
Oh hell
Oh,
yeah! It's
cannot
about
wait.
fucking time. It's
Yeah.
perfect.
it's going to be
Will
so much
last,
better
like,
because
minutes in
all the
Australia.
the spiders and the snakes and
Yeah.
Everything.
and the drop bears. I
Everything.
mean,
Drop
yeah.
bears.
Yeah.
Drop bears.
Drop bears. Oh my god,
Mhm.
people don't know about drop bears, but
The worst thing in Australia.
Yeah, people
Yeah.
don't talk about it.
kangaroo fights, everything like
Mm-hmm.
all this stuff.
We have so
Jacked
much
kangaroos.
we have
Yeah.
so much to
Don't
talk
get
about.
into it. That's like all kinds of
this is
All right,
questions.
we-
Good,
yeah,
good
Okay,
content.
all right. Well, we're okay.
Uh,
We'll leave
what-
you guys to it. Then.
last question. What's for dinner? What did we interrupt you eating?
Just pasta and
Chicken pasta, with
marinara.
marinara. and
Sounds
it's
great.
absolutely
Lovely.
delicious. You
Fantastic.
guys know you've had Liv's cooking.
Oh yeah, I love
Yes.
Very good.
A long
And
time
you're
ago, but I
welcome.
remember.
I mean, I haven't.
And
That's fine.
No, you haven't.
you're welcome. You're welcome next time.
Okay.
Come on
Well,
round.
fun fact: the last dinner party before everything shut down in
Locked down.
2020,
Yes.
Liv and Kitch.
Yep.
You had us over,
Yep.
Was.
Yep.
and
And I remember we did elbows
Yep.
because we
Because it
weren't
was just
sure.
the start. We were like, oh.
What are we doing? We're not. No one had masked up yet, but we still wanted to meet. But with the lockdown was imminent, and
Yeah.
we just didn't. It was.
Yeah.
Not
They're
this-
telling us not to
not
wear
this
masks.
dummy. I hugged. I
Oh,
was
right.
like,
We
I don't
got
care.
there late and I did the elbows and that you had
Yeah,
already
John
hugged.
did.
Yeah.
I hugged
Yeah.
someone and I felt really scared after. I'm like, oh God, what did I do? Leah's like,
Someone.
I can't believe you were
You hugged
hugging.
Kitch. Tell the truth. You
It
were
was
scared
me.
after you
And
hugged Kitch.
actually, John, it could have been you.
Nope. I didn't hug
No.
anybody that night. I was
No, you
all
didn't.
elbows.
You didn't.
I was.
It was
Okay.
definitely.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah.
we'll see.
It
Wow.
wasn't even fists. It was elbows.
Yeah. Yeah.
And it was
And
just a tiny end bit.
that's right.
The really hard, like rough part. Right?
The part you can pinch and you don't
Yeah,
even
it's like,
feel it.
"Oh, I can't
Yeah.
You don't
really-"
feel anything.
Yep.
That's
No.
right. Yeah.
All right, save
you-
this gold for later.
Okay. All right.
Love you guys.
going.
Thank you so
Love
much.
you.
For
Love you
joining
guys.
us.
Thank you so much.
Me
guys are the
too.
best.
Hold on. No,
Nice
don't
to
go
meet you,
anywhere.
man.
Oh,
Lucky
We should
man.
just end the show. Let's just do a big
Oh,
FMP.
let's do it. You know,
You guys-
everybody here
Will
knows
you
how we
stick
end the
around
show.
for our FMP?
Oh yeah.
Yes. Okay.
Let's do it.
All right.
They're
Really
like,
close
"Fuck,
up to
I
the
forget
mic
how
here.
to do it.
Yeah. Do we just say?
Just go 1, 2, 3, and then we do it.
Yeah.
But you didn't say where to find you on social media or anything.
And where can people find us?
I don't fucking know.
John, how can
Well, I'm in the top right box.
Well, no, not
There
for
we
me.
go.
You're in the top
No,
right.
you're in the bottom,
Bottom
right
right.
for me.
John's
Yeah.
address is
You can find us at My Mistake the Podcast on Facebook. You can find us at My Mistake 17 on Twitter and at My Mistake Podcast on Instagram. And you can email us at mymistakepodcast@gmail.com.
And listen, if you liked what you heard tonight, if you love Anne's music, if you think the Australians are as charming as we do,
As
you
we
got to
do.
like, subscribe, and review this fucking podcast so
That's
you
what
can
you
get
gotta
us
do.
every week and we can continue making all this golden content.
but
Right?
only 5-star reviews. Don't give
Only
anything
5
Yeah,
less
stars.
than
go fuck
5.
yourself if you leave us
Yeah.
anything less than a 5-star.
That's right.
review.
That's right.
Get fucked, okay?
All right. I believe we are now ready. Can you guys, I don't know. I'm trying to think if it's enough words that I could say. Can you really Oz it up?
Ooh.
Like really like get your chewiest outback.
Oh
It's got to come through the nasal passage.
All right.
so scary.
Do we say the full first word?
Whatever you want.
Your call. Dealer's choice.
All right.
3, 2, 1.
Fuck
Mike
Mike Pence.
Fuck Mike Pence.
FMP. Yay!
We love you guys.
Hey, thank
You guys
you.
are awesome.
Finish your dinner. Watch Alone.
You guys are great. We love
Yeah.
you so much.
Yeah.
See you soon.
See you soon.
Bye.
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 You're supposed to leave now.
Leave. Get
Oh,
out of
okay, we're
here.
out. We're out. Okay.
Yeah.
You don't have to go home, but you can't stay here.
They are home.
Oh,
Our cars were
yeah.
parked together. We walked together. So, you know.
Oh,
See ya.
Aw.
Bye.
Bye, guys.
Bye.
Mhm.
Aren't you glad we're creating all of this stuff that's not actually?
No, this is all gonna get cut.
Yeah, this is all cut.
Nice
No teeth at all.
beaver.
Beaver. I couldn't not say it. I don't know if you heard it, but I said you would know. Is what I said.
I didn't hear you say
Oh,
that.
I'd say yeah. No, there was no way I was getting around that.
Oh no.
I'm all kinds of like
you can't
woke-
leave a good beaver joke
You-
just laying there.
You just
No.
can't.
You got to dive right into that one.
That's what I'm saying. Head first.
You know, it's so cute. The fox is so
Mhm.
cute.
I know, right?
Mhm.
Fall in love with me.
all right. Plan B. Charge my phone while we're
Well, you
waiting.
don't have a mustache.
I know. And I'm depriving you
That's
of my
really
fantastic
cute.
mustache.
I see why people are into anime now.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah,
I just can't
I
stand the
totally do you.
fair enough. So
The
bestiality,
animated fox version of you is
Damn
hot.
bestiality hetero is okay, but not
Yeah, straight up hetero. Forget it.
nope, never. Nope.
Cute
Love it.
comic version done.
Boom.
My technology is
Failing
It's-
you.
It's a poor musician who blames their instrument. That's all
John,
it is.
go
Yep.
fuck yourself.
All right.
Whoa,
Go
whoa.
get fucked.
This is what
Whoa.
happens when things break down and shit gets real. All right, here comes Kitch. I'm gonna let them in.
Hold on. Jesus
I mean-
Christ.
He has nothing to do with this.
No. Are you still there?
Yeah.
Are you still there?
All right. Can I
okay.
let them in?
I guess.
You froze a little bit.
Of course.
Because why wouldn't that happen now?
Damn it.
I'm not saying I want the rat to be in my kitchen, but if the rat is in my kitchen, I'm totally playing that UB40 song. There's a rat in my kitchen. What am I gonna
Fine, I'll Google it.
fix that rat?
I hate you.
Fix that rat.
What are you doing?
I said I don't want the rat to be in my kitchen, but if the rat goes in my kitchen, I'm totally gonna sing that UB40 song, "Rat in My
Okay.
Kitchen."
Come on.
One day they're not going to pick up.
So the first thing that Liv says to me is, calm down, kid, tame yourself.
Hello.
Hello.
Liv
you
and
there?
Kitch, welcome back to Ask an Aussie.
Don't think you can hear us.
Hello.
Can you hear us?
I can probably hear it.
I don't think they can hear
Hello?
us.
Oh no.
Oh,
Yeah, you might.
can't hear you.
Maybe this is
Okay,
the
okay.
challenge.
Is this the
No.
challenge?
The challenge.
This is the-
What would Aussies
it's
do?
don't ask an Aussie.
It's to see
there's
if they
no
can just
no one on the
think
other
what
end of the
we're.
line.
Nothing, huh? Can't hear that?
Mm.
God
Will
damn
we
it.
sing the Australian national anthem or something?
No.
I love that they're vamping.
Hello.
Mhm.
God
Let's see if
damn
they're
it.
You're the best.
telepathic.
Hello.
You think Tim
John.
Tam, and I'll think Tim Tam.
All right.
John?
Oh,
hold
they're
on.
there. I can hear. Hello.
You
Oh,
can?
you can hear us?
Catalish.
Yeah.
Can you hear us?
Liv.
John.
John Cash.
Hello.
It's not
Hello?
April.
Oh Jesus.
April Fool's.
It's not helpful.
Hello.
Can you could hear you could hear us?
didn't
You
hear
can't
anything.
anymore.
Hello.
Hello.
You're looking for.
Nothing?
Hello.
Okay.
What would Adele say?
Okay, hold
Hello.
on. We're gonna
It's me.
we're gonna
Hello.
we're gonna stop.
Okay, hanging
this.
up. Trying again.
God damn it. It was just too good to be true.
You got the output, but not the input.